Welcome back to another episode of Attack of the B Team. As usual, this is your friendly neighborhood cRaZed. Let's go ahead and get started. We've got a lot to cover, a lot has changed in this episode, so let's just do a quick overview. Let's take a look at our home here. It's looking really good on the outside. I did some more detail work, just a little bit. I've added an additional post down here. It was just one of these small micro blocks. Oh, I need to get that guy off. Come to me. Got it. So it almost is like a sill. It's a windowsill. And so I'm actually thinking later I might, on some of these lower ones, or maybe these upper ones, do a planter box, which might be kind of neat to see. The roof is complete, except for this part here. I'm going to do that in a different kind of block style. I'm not sure what yet, but I'm sure I'll put some lighting in there as well. Let's go ahead and look at it from the inside. Right here, what I'm going to end up doing is probably taking some micro block panels and just kind of cutting or covering this place off so you have a roof. And then this will be kind of an attic space. It probably won't be used for all that much, but you know, that's what it'll be. So you'll come in here and it'll look like a room. Or if I can come up, you know, with something to put maybe glass here or something that, if it looks decent, I might not cover it up. But I think I'm going to try it and see what it looks like. These are, I'm assuming, I believe that the stained glass that was implemented in Minecraft didn't come along until after 1.6.4, which is what this mod is running on. These blocks are stained glass from the mod pack from Mine Factory Reloaded. But check it out. Okay, they apparently, this is really cool, they do not recognize carpenter's blocks. Okay, so what does that mean? Alright, it means I'm going to look through here. I've got no house. Isn't that funny? Look at that. I've got nothing. It doesn't see him at all. That's just crazy. That is you can see the island. You can see the slime island from here. And at first I was like, that's horrible. That's not going to work at all. But, you know, how often are you really just sitting here peeking through? Hello. So it's really not that bad, I don't think. It's kind of cool. It has a little shimmering effect. And I might do something similar here. In the downstairs portion, what I've got is a little door here. And I'm going to make a balcony out here at some point. Just a little, nothing fancy, just a little balcony to come out here and look over. Or a bat landing pad, so to speak. But that's what that's going to be. And in future episodes, I'm going to really deck this place out. I'm going to really dive heavily into crayfish furniture mod. Going to find some lighting. Going to put up some shelves and things to hold all my items. Initially, right now, I'm thinking that some of my storage will be up here. Crafting stations will be up here. And I'm actually thinking in the future I might knock this wall and things out. And I'm thinking I might put the Tinker's Construct furnace right out here. And so part of it, the chimney portion, will maybe be sticking out from the house. And you know, if it looks good, I might just go all the way up in the house and make it look like, you know, another chimney. And, or actually a chimney to the house itself. And so I can come over here, do Tinker's Construct stuff, and have their crafting tables and whatever I need and whatnot over there. And I'm wanting to set up a storage system. I'd like to get one of the routed request pipes and actually set up a nice looking storage system. So that pretty much does that. We are, and I'm going to do a quick little tour. I mean quick because you've seen it before. But we are just about where we were in the single player world. Whoa. I just added, this is an automatic farm that generates coal, just like our other world. So I've got a stable source of power coming in. And I just added this leadstone energy cell, and I was making a hardened one, but apparently I wasn't paying attention when I was crafting it. Somebody was talking to me, and I saw that a portion of it was crafted. Apparently when you go to craft a hardened cell, which I've got in the base, and I'll show you in a second, when you go to craft a hardened cell, you inadvertently make one of these, and so I just, bam, it's like, oh, it's done, and I pulled it out, and I was like, that is not what I wanted at all. But I'm finding a use for it. So, let's see, my red backpack should have all my redstone stuff in it. Yep, sure enough does. Energy conduit, that's what I want. One more of these. And so, let's see, that, and that. And that'll start harvesting. And we'll see how that works out, because for some reason I've been noticing, I've been noticing the harvester is not really staying on par with demand. It's never charging. It's always constantly in use, and sometimes it'll just start running really slow. Not really sure why that is, to be honest. And I don't know if it's possible if I can add another harvester on this side and have it do it twice as fast, or will that just confuse the system? So, I might look into that some more. On our next topic, let's go ahead and run you downstairs and show you just the really quick setup. The really quick setup of what's going on here. And so, we've got item ducts coming in here. There is, I don't know if you can see it, but right back there, there's a hopper that is full of wood. There's our redstone furnace. Comes on, makes charcoal, outputs that charcoal. There are 3 hoppers here. And if you look right, let's see. These are constantly being stuffed here. Let's go ahead and take this cover off. If you look right there, okay, it should be reading stuffed with coal. Let's take a look at this hopper. Oh, there's all that charcoal. And it's constantly feeding these. And my plan is, here's a hardened energy cell. It's got storing 2 million RF. My plan is to have one above this one, above this one, above this one, and so we'll have, 4 million RF just sitting here stored on top of what we're making. There are hoppers right here, so I can't put that panel any lower, but that's what's going on there. And I've got item ducts going to these. So I've got my pulverizer and I've got my redstone furnace up and rolling. And so we'll have a little power plant here with 4 million RFs just sitting here stored. And it's going to be beautiful. This is going to be a little reactor room, and I'll panel it up and I'll make it all pretty in the future. Here's where our current storage setup is. I think I got some zombie meat on me. Let's go ahead and... Oh! Somehow that didn't work. Boom, boom, boom. Get that hanging. Really, I'm living off of apples because... Here's my storage, FYI. I'm living off of apples. Oop, wrong way. Because the effect of the sludge boiler... Oh, yeah, sludge boiler. Getting the sludge boiler to remove all the sludge here, and that's way down there. It comes into this chest, and also items come into this chest down here. If they're a rubber or an oak sapling, they go that way. If they are wood, they go down into the charcoal system. If they're anything else, basically, they come over here and go into this chest. So I've got output from the sludge boiler and from the harvester coming here. So we've got apples, and I thought I put some rubber saplings in here just to get some rubber. Why not? Why do the work if you don't have to? So I'm just basically living off these apples lately because there's so many of them. And before too long, this chest will be full. And this is just all the random drops that you can get from the sludge boiler. So you've got sand, clay, pile of ashes, hardened dirt, soul sand even, tainted soil. Oh, that's no good. Soul sand. So, mycelium. So really some nice drops there. Let's go ahead and sleep. And, oh, looks like actually the sun, is it coming? Yeah, it's going down. So we're going to go ahead and sleep. And then I'll show you a little project we're going to work on for today. Alright, welcome back with me. I did want to show one more piece of detail work that I'm doing here, and that is using some of these posts to kind of accent and hold up, and I think I'm doing it every 3 blocks, so like 1, 2, 3, and I do it on the block next to it, 1, 2, 3, and I do it on the block next to it. As you add a post here and a post here, kind of gives the illusion that, they're posts holding up the roof tiles. Otherwise, it looks nice. But one thing I wanted to try, and I'll go ahead and show you how I'm making those, is I want to try them out of spruce planks. So I've got some in my inventory. I'm going to go ahead and make up some spruce wood. And I'm going to use the diamond saw. I'm using the saw to make this. It's really easy. You can put a diamond or you can do an iron saw. You do 2 sticks and 3 stone sticks. This is part of the micro blocks, and it makes up these little covers. I put some of the covers over on my harvester there, and it makes it look nice. So let's go ahead and put that there, and you put the saw above it, cuts it into plank slabs. Okay, do it again, you get planks panels, but you can also put it to the side of it, and you'll get like a pillar. A pillar is going to be bigger than a post you saw. So a pillar we'll actually make pillars later this episode, so you can see that. So I'm going to cut it once more, That gives you panels. You cut it again and you'll get covers, but I don't want to cut it again. I want to go to the side and I want to make some posts. So if I go ahead and make these posts, and by the way, I cut them. Oh no, what do I do? What if I don't like them? You can put them back in the crafting. I'm sorry. You can put them back in the crafting table, two on top of each other, and you get the planks and the panel back, and you can rebuild the whole thing back into. You can reconstruct it basically. So I want to see what this would look like, and I think I might go with the darker texture versus that lighter texture. Let's see. It makes a small difference, but it does make a difference. I'm not sure. Do I even want to do that? Do I want to go, maybe I want to go with, maybe I do want to go with maybe I do want to go with a strip. Let's see how that looks. Just going to be smaller, not as thick. If I did that, maybe that would look a little bit nicer, maybe? I think that's too small. So I think we're going to stick with posts. So we're making decisions here. That's good. But I don't know what I'm going to do. And what I do, guys, when I go to build and I'm trying to make a decision, I'm trying to make one of these calls here. What I do is I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave that, and so when I'm flying around here, when I'm looking around here, and I'll go, you know what, that really looks better, or I really like the light because some of these are darker colors. The roof's a darker color and adds a nicer contrast. And that may actually be the reasoning I end up going with, but that's what I kind of do. That's kind of my process, and I am by no means done out here at the detail work. I do a little bit, and I'll wait for it, and I'll do a little bit, and then I'll kind of watch it and look at it and absorb it and see what else I want to do. When I add some planters, I want to do another, strip over here, something, whatever. So, as I said, let's get some supplies together, and we're going to do a little community service in today's episode. Welcome back, everybody. As I said, we're going to do some community service today, and what do I mean by that? Well, let's go check it out. We're going to fly over by Chiller's place. And here's a chilling, bad joke, reminder of what happened to the poor guy. He's lost some of his base, and really, he's been picked clean. Like, you never know what kind of people you got on a server until something like this has happened to somebody. My goodness. Okay? He came in here, his enchanting stuff, picked clean, gone. Machines, some of his inventory stuff, gone. People went ahead and took it. The guy said down in that little hole, glitching. Man, he's got something going on down there, I think. Killing my frame rate. He's got something. He had some machines down there, and he said, y'all go ahead and take that. I'm about to blow it up. I don't care. I'll rebuild stuff. Somebody apparently took that as a license to take everything from the poor guy. This guy who let us use his auto spawner, and then bam, you get hit by a tornado. In most communities and things, people rally around him. They rally around him. Let's rebuild. Here's some supplies. Let's help you out. Here, nope. We'll steal everything you got. Your base is open to the air, boom. I see it, it's gone. Who knows what that's about? But at any rate, because this poor guy got hit by a tornado, what we're going to do is a little community service, not just for him, but for everybody on the server, is we are going to set up a little something. Let's see if I can get a placement right. Let's say right about here, kind of out of the way. I don't want him to see it too much, and I think I should be able to. Yes, I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not nearly tall enough. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That should be just fine. Just fine. So what we're going to do today is we're going to set up some tornado sirens. Let's go ahead and see how you look that. Let's go see how you make that. To make the siren itself, really easy. You put a sensor in there, iron ingots, and then you put redstone. Ta-da! Tornado siren. Funny thing is, you have to put a sensor with the tornado siren, as well as inside the tornado siren. I know. Doesn't make a lot of sense. To me, anyways. This is from what testing I did in a world. Maybe I've got it wrong. If I've got it wrong, let me know. Tornado sensor, pretty much the same thing, except you got a gold in the middle and there's no 2 redstone on this side. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and set that up. Get that, As I understand it, the sensor here puts out a redstone signal when there's a tornado nearby and triggers this alarm. Unfortunately, you can't test it. Do I like that? Do I like that? I was kind of hoping it'd be, you know, it's not going to grab the block, I guess. Maybe if I use, maybe if I make a fence post and put it there, maybe it'll grab the block and look a little better. Let me go get some fence posts and I'll be right back. Okay, well that doesn't work. So to make it look a little better, go ahead and do that. And interestingly enough, to break these, it's like you're in creative. Boom, boom. That's all you have to do. I am not in creative, but that's all you have to do. And I am losing hunger, the bad side of having apples to eat. You lose hunger like crazy. Alright. I'm going to do a tornado siren sensor, and then the siren on top. And we'll go ahead and put a sign down here. Okay. Sign at level height. We'll say cRaZed emergency. Not gonna be able to fit that. Emergency management. Can we? Yep, we'll do boom. cRaZed emergency management. Or should we? We'll underline it. That's what we'll do. Hiya. I wish you could copy signs like you could copy books. cRaZed emergency. Oop. Come on, type, would you? Management. Should I say company? cRaZed emergency management company. Deal. We got a tornado siren with a sign that's not even sticking on the dang thing, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. It'll work. Alright, now we're going to put some over here as well. And I did some tests in a creative world, and they kind of about go 50 blocks, so you can hear them from a ways away. So I'm going to put one kind of center way here in my house. I'll put one over here by the ravine. Should also cover Brian and Big Schwips. So let's see. Go ahead and drop some of that down there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Boom, boom. Got that part done. Let's see if I can type again. cRaZed emergency management company. Why not? We're a man of the people. Community service is where it's at. Community service with no other motives whatsoever. So that should cover Big's place here and Brian's. And this fella here, he's got something going on here, but he's also said he's got a witch island. I've never been to his base. He's kind of secretive about it. What is he up to? Glorikoth. He's also a witch. The dang witch, he tagged me the other day. Watch out for him. He'll tag you. Just in case, he says. Just in case. And keep my eye on him. Keep my eye on that guy there. We'll do one thing here too. Hey, why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Drop that sensor, drop that siren. Boom, a sign. cRaZed emergency management company. Alright. We've got one more to place, and then we got a little surprise at the end of the episode. See you in a second. So there we go. Here's our last one. It's over here by spawn. And this will cover this portion. Biggs and Brian's over here. him over there, and then we are back over there. And as I said, we've got a little surprise for the end of the episode. So, let's get to that, shall we? Alright guys, we live by a slime island. So I went ahead and picked him up in my single-use safari net here. And I figured we would make a little surprise for someone. What's a little episode without a little fun, right? And I don't know if they're going to despawn, but I think I know right where I'm going to put them. Let's come over here, shall we? To our waypoint. We got a waypoint block here. There's some waypoints on the server. And one of them, oddly enough, I wouldn't do it, but one of them is in Bride's storage place. Boom, that's where we go. He showed you this in a previous episode, I believe. So what we're going to do is leave him a little surprise right here in his storage place. Hello! Hello, Mr. Slime. Boom! There's an even bigger one. So when he comes down here, he'll be greeted by some slimes if they don't despawn. So I think that's kind of funny, and they're gonna come after me, and I need to move. Oh, okay. Oh! Prank gone bad. Prank gone bad. Get at him. Get away. Get away. Oh, you can jump pretty high for a fat fella. Oh, I'm getting out of here. Oh, that didn't work. Ow. All right. Okay, this is kind of backfiring at the moment. But I think it'll be good when he finally sees it. Get us out of here. Woo! Sweet. That's what he gets for putting waypoint blocks in his storage room. He gets a little surprise from some slime. And we'll see what happens with that. But thanks for joining, guys. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the episode. I'm really interested to hear some of your feedback. And let me hear from you. Let me hear from you, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you for joining me. And I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.